Pregnancy and exercise is a hotly debated topic, and as a pregnant woman, it's really hard to know what you can and can't do at the gym. So today, we're going to give you a very clear idea of what exercise does to both the mother and the child, and how you can make sure that you and your baby are safe and comfortable while being active. Take it away, Bryce.
Before we get started, it's really important that you consult your doctor about your plans for being active. You should explain the nature of the training you would like to do and keep them updated with how you feel during exercise. And if you have medical or obstetric complications, you must have a full assessment before participating in any physical activity. The latest guidelines encourage regular exercise before, during and after pregnancy for both active and sedentary women. They emphasise that pregnancy and the associated physiological changes are no longer seen as limitations. This is not the time to be confined to the couch. In fact, they urge previously inactive women to take up some form of gentle exercise, suggesting that this is the perfect time to make healthy lifestyle changes.
But why, for those few months of your life when all you want to do is sleep and eat donuts, do we have to eat really well and exercise? There are, of course, plenty of reasons.
Maintaining a good level of fitness will set you up for an easier, shorter labour with better recovery and fewer chances of complications.
Training your abs during pregnancy will also lessen the degree of abdominal wall separation, a condition which can cause lower back and pelvic pain.
Exercise helps normalise the birth weight of your baby. This is important as heavy babies are more likely to develop illnesses such as obesity, metabolic disease and cardiovascular disease later in life.
Staying physically active helps you avoid gestational diabetes mellitus. This is a type of diabetes that can occur during pregnancy. This condition puts you at greater risk of complications and makes you more prone to developing type 2 diabetes in the future. Women with this condition are also more likely to deliver large babies, who may subsequently suffer from childhood obesity and metabolic disorders.
Problems with high blood pressure, known as hypertensive disorders, can cause issues like preterm delivery and is also the leading cause of maternal mortality. Studies have shown that being active during pregnancy can also help prevent these complications.
Other benefits include having babies that are alert, calm, self-quieting and better able to cope with the stresses of labour.
On the other hand, neglecting exercise and gaining too much weight during pregnancy can place extra stress on the joints and contribute to an increase of lower back pain.
So what can't women do while they're pregnant? Sorry, but we don't recommend body combat because of the joint instability. The release of hormones such as estrogen and relaxin can result in joints being less stable, so the kicks in body combat may aggravate the hip and pelvis. And grit, because it's just too high in intensity. CX Works is okay in your first and second trimester. Body attack and body step are okay if your participant has already been doing these classes. In body attack, people should take the low impact options. In body step, they should decrease the number of rises and take the low impact options. They should ensure they have a stable base of support by ensuring their foot is always firmly planted on the step and by keeping a slightly wider base of support. In RPM, participants should modify their intensity by taking regular breaks, reducing resistance, and avoiding the standing positions as they feel they need to. But great news! Both Body Vive and Body Balance can be started for the first time during pregnancy and are ideal for expectant mothers who want to make healthy lifestyle changes. Here are some basic pregnancy rules to go by. Pregnant women should avoid exercises that position them on their back after the first trimester, because this position can hinder blood flow to and from the heart.
So when you're in pump, you can turn your bench into an incline bench. So you have the 4 risers and the little hooks, and you just simply hook the bench over the edge of the risers and you have an incline bench. Make sure it's nice and solid and firm before you lay down on it. So Diana lays down. All the same rules apply to a flat bench, feet on the floor, lower back close to the bench, shoulders away from ears, hands nice and wide on the bar. As long as she's strong and stable, then we're safe and good to go.
And the same applies for core work.
You know, you can adjust your core training wherever you need, and there's lots of different options, like a 4-point kneeling position. So your knees are directly underneath your hips, and your hands underneath your shoulders, so you've got a neutral spine with just a very light brace of your abdominals, and here's one of those options you can do, opposite arm and leg. Great for abdominal training. And you can transition over onto your back. And rather than laying on your back, this is a great option for replacing things like crunches and laying flat on your back. You post out of your elbows, chest nice and high, and we can alternate single legs. Great for lower abdominal training. And here's another one. You can roll over onto your hover position, or you can even transition out of that and you can do moves from plank position. Great, and again, it just helps Diana from preventing to lay on her belly.
You should also avoid long periods of stationary or motionless standing, as this can cause changes in blood pressure.
So in body balance and body flow, really get into the idea of new yoga and wriggle through your poses. So take an example in Warrior 2. Just kind of move your pelvis, move your shoulders so you feel really good. You must stop immediately though if you ever feel dizzy, and don't be too aggressive with your stretches. Remember that the hormones released in pregnancy can loosen up your joints.
Abstain from any exercise that may cause loss of balance, so that you don't fall.
If you're doing body step, you can reduce the impact by lowering the height of your bench and keeping your feet wider for a stable base of support.
Now's the time to give up the kickboxing, at least until the baby's born.
It's also best that you don't exercise in high heat environments, because your baby doesn't have the ability to self-regulate their heat.
Always wear loose, comfortable clothing to class, preferably with layers that you can remove when you choose. And remember that you need to almost double your usual water intake, and just take plenty of breaks when you need to. Having a drink will keep your temperature down.
And finally, chances are your range of motion is eventually going to change, making it uncomfortable to twist or jump. This is going to affect you most in classes like Shabam and Body Jam. So just take it easy and really respect what your body is telling you. And please stop what you're doing if you ever feel dizzy or uncomfortable while working out. Pregnancy is generally the time for maintenance, not for striving for new fitness goals or working out at high intensities. The American College of Sports Medicine says that pregnant women can follow the same recommendations as non-pregnant women, as muscle function remains the same, just with these modifications. So, if you're pregnant, here's what you need to remember. Exercise is really important during pregnancy for a healthy mother and baby. Do whatever you've been doing, reducing intensity when you or your doctor think you should. Drink plenty of water. Wear comfortable, cool clothing. Don't lay on your back. Stay comfortable. And let your caregiver know what you're doing in the gym throughout your pregnancy. And remember to listen to your instructor. They'll help you with some pregnancy options where needed. Thanks for watching.